Hi everyone, I am super excited today to show you how to make these little Valentine's Day ornaments. Aren't they just so sweet? I love them. And I'm going to show you how to make the rosettes, and then I'm going to show you how to attach them to a wooden bead in order to get this cute little Valentine's Day ornament. I'll also show you a few variations, so if you want, you can make a little rosette hair clip and then also a little rosette brooch if you like. So let's go ahead and get started. Here are all the supplies that you're going to need. The supplies are pretty basic. First, we'll need felt, and you'll use whatever colors that you like. I used some varieties of pink and cream. Then we're going to cut the felt into 1.5-inch squares. You're going to need between 20 to 25 squares to complete the project because we'll need to make about 20 to 25 little rosettes here in order to cover our little wooden bead. And the wooden bead that we're going to use is 20 millimeters. It's about 1 inch. And then we'll also need some twine for the ornament tie. And then if you want to make the barrette and the little brooch, then you'll just need these little findings. I will add links in the description below if you don't have these items. You'll also need a needle, a glue gun, and then some little decorative beads, a scissor, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut out some little wavy shapes along the corners of my square here, and this is just going to give our little rosette some nice rounded shapes to the little petals when we go ahead and cut it into a spiral. Which the next step that we're going to do is we're going to just cut in a spiral shape. So you just start anywhere on the square, and then you just start cutting around in a circle in a spiral towards the middle, and you're going to try to leave about 1/2 inch to 1/3 inch little strips like that, and then you're going to end with a tiny little circle that is about, if you were to measure it, it would probably be about 1/4 inch, and that little circle in the middle is going to be the base or the bottom of our rose. So I'm just showing you that, and then once you have your spiral cut out, then we can move to gluing the rows together. And to glue it, we're going to start at the outside edge, so this little edge right here, and we're going to fold inward. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. I'm using a low temperature glue gun here because your fingers will come into contact with the glue given how small the rolls is for this project. So you just want to be careful. And then I'm just going to keep rolling and rolling until I get to the end of the spiral, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue at a time, maybe about 1/2 inch worth of glue, and I'm just going to take my time rolling. I'm only going to apply the glue on the very edge of the spiral there, and then I'm going to add a little bit more, and we'll do this full rosette together just so you see how easy and fast the process is. So I'm going to add maybe like 1 or 2 more little lines of glue until we get to the base, and then I'll show you how to finish off the rosette and what to do with the base in a second. So we're just going to keep twisting and keep pushing that glue into the felt. You will get these little lines or these little strings with the glue gun, but just pull them off. They're not gonna harm anybody, just a little bit of a nuisance, but the final product is worth it, I promise. So when you get to the end here, you're just going to pull back that little flap. I'm just going to pull that back, and then you're just going to add a little dollop of glue right in the center, and then just close the flap over that dollop, and then that's going to give us the base of the rose. So now we have a perfectly formed rosette. We have a base that is going to stick nicely to our bead, and then we just have the beautiful little petals there. I love how the spiral just makes those beautiful petals. So we are going to go ahead and just make a couple leaves. So I just took some green felt and just traced like a fat oval shape, And then I'm just going to attach that to one of the rosettes, and I'm going to show you here how to make the burette if you like. So I just have a little burette finding. I'm going to add a little dot of glue, and then I'm just going to add the rosette, and there you have it. You have this perfect little hair clip. This is a great gift for a Valentine's present. If you have a daughter or granddaughters, they would love it. You could make like several of them, maybe 5, and add it onto a card. You can also make brooches. So I have a brooch finding here, and I'm just going to attach this rosette that I made using the glue, hot glue. This rosette is a little bit larger, so for this I think I used a 3-inch square in order to get a rosette of this size. And I'm just going to attach it, and then you have this like simple little brooch. So what I love about these 2 little projects before we get into the big Valentine ornament ball is that they're super fast to make. You can make tons of them. You can make 100 of these in an hour. So if you need to make a lot of gifts, then those are great items, and they're also very inexpensive. So now let's move on to making our little ornament ball. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a piece of twine that's about 14 inches. You can use any string that you like. I just picked some pink and white twine because it just gave me a real Valentine's Day feel. And then I'm going to take my tapestry needle here, and I'm just going to run the 2 ends of the twine through that, and I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to take a small bead, and then I'm going to take our wooden bead, and I'm going to take another bead, and this is going to be the base of our ornament. And I'll also add links to all of these beads in the event that you don't have them on hand and you want to use exactly what I'm using in the video. And then we're just going to tie double knots on each end of our little trio of beads, and then that's going to hold the ornament nicely in place. And if you have a bead that has a small hole, you might not need to do a double knot. My holes were pretty big, so I needed to double knot my twine. So that's what I'm doing here. And if for some reason you don't like the look of the simple knot hanging from the bottom of the ornament, you could always add a tassel to it. I think that would make the ornament really, really pretty too. If you just wanted to have some like white or pink or even like a rose colored tassel hanging from the bottom of the ornament, I think that could make it look really elegant also. So this is what the base of our ornament is going to look like. And now we can start the super fun and satisfying process of applying all of our little rosettes. So what I do is I start at the top and I just work my way across in rows until I get to the bottom. And if I have any roses that are a little bit smaller, I will try to use those for my top and bottom layers. And then the roses that are maybe a little bit bigger, I'll use for the middle of the ornament. Although in theory, the roses all should be the same size because we're using just 1-inch pieces of felt. But you know, sometimes in the creative process, some roses, maybe you wound them a little tighter or a little looser and they could be bigger or smaller. So you just keep going around and around, and I wouldn't give too much thought to the color placement. I chose 4 different colors here. So I have like 2 light pinks, 1 deeper pink, and then the cream. And I just kind of kept going around and around, not worried if 2 of the same color touched each other. I think it adds more to the, I don't know, just the heirloom natural quality of it if you just don't think too much about the colors. The most critical point is when you choose the colors in the beginning. And then once you've chose your 3 or 4 colors that work nicely together, how you arrange them, I think it'll just work out fine however you place them. So just have fun with this process. This is probably my most enjoyable part of the process of making these ornaments. And then once you're done, what you end up with is this beautiful little rose ball. It looks like just a bouquet that goes on forever and ever. And I just think it'll make the perfect little addition to a Valentine's Day tree, or even if you want to set it up on a stand by itself, where you display all of your Valentine's Day cards, your Valentine's Day decor, or maybe you could even use it as part of a tray a tiered tray. I think that's another nice way that you could use this ornament, or maybe in a bowl with some other roses or some other little, like maybe cross-stitched pillows. I think there are just so many options for how you can use this ornament, and I just love them so much. Here is another version that I made. This one is larger. This one, I would say it's probably a 30 centimeter ball, and the roses are probably made out of 2-inch squares. So depending on the size that you like, you could make a larger ornament or a smaller ornament. Here, of course, is our little brooch that we made. And I think that this would be a great gift topper if you're giving someone a gift or even a card, to add one of these hair clips or a couple of hair clips and a brooch to that. I think that's a nice idea. If you are participating in craft fairs, I think that these are great items to make to sell at a craft fair, because they come together so quickly. And that is all I have for you today, everyone. I hope you are having a great time with all of your Valentine's crafts, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day.